I do very few collaboration of that sort. It's not something I'm always very comfortable with. I'm very comfortable with Sennheiser because it's the brand of the technological element that I use the most in my life, which is a headphone, HD25. I've used 130 something of these headphones over the 20 years that I've been DJing. I love this product. The comfort is great, the sound is amazing. I have to say, which is a little bit weird, but I have to say that I also use them a lot for mixing and for the production. For me, it's a reference, and so I'm used to it, and so I know how it should sound on an HD25, and I have like my balance and my reference on this. And of course I use a lot of different headphones for different things. It made the whole collaboration with Sennheiser a lot more natural, which is very important for me. I tend to think that it can be a massive change in the world of listening to music. Of course, it will not affect the mobile listening to music, which will be more like headphones and stuff. But for the domestic listen, for sure, it can be a very big difference. And also some show things that could use this technology and that would really put the audience in a new sound environment, which is crazy if you think about it, because you know, they go to a concert, they just get the sound coming from the front and they get also visuals and stuff, so it's like a show. But if you can imagine a show like in a concert place or something like this, and where sound would arrive from like a different space. I know it's difficult to explain for sound, but I think I got it from the experience I had listening to Sennheiser's work on this system. It's a little bit like watching a movie in 3D as opposed to watching it in a normal way. And so, of course, it's an experience. The applications are, I think, wide. The core of what I do is make music. When I start a new song, there is no big plans, schemes, thinking. When it's done, I just judge it very simply, like it's good, I like it, or it's okay, but I'm just not gonna release it. And then I guess I'm influenced by the time, by the environment, what happens in my life, like any guy who's making music. Every time when I work on a new song, there is very often one idea or one feeling or one experience that is like the source of the inspiration for it. In this case, the inspiration came from my encounter with Ina Rolson, who is the singer of the song. I've had a very special feeling about her voice because she has a voice very, very unique, very emotional, very touching, very strong. So we spent these 2 days in studio in Norway, in her home country, and it was great to meet her. Experiment on something really new is always very, very exciting, especially when it comes to sound environment, because since we only have 2 ears and they have like a certain range of understanding the frequency of voice and music, there is only that much that you can do, and it's always for me very surprising and exciting to see that there are some new ways to experience sound. We spoke a lot with the engineer. I asked him to do something a bit more crazy, to really use the technology to its max and to do something also a bit creative about it. You know, you want to experience it for real, right? So I'm excited for this.